Hey everyone, and welcome to this tutorial. So today what I'm going to be talking about is how to edit a photo using one of my favorite tools, and that's the details tool. It helps you sharpen, it helps you make things pop. I absolutely love it and use it for many of my photos. So I'm not going to go into all the detail about how to edit a photo in general. So if you want to check that out, you can check out my previous tutorial, how to edit a Superman photo. And as always, I'll be using a combination of PicsArt, Snapseed, and Photoshop Express. I won't use Photoshop Express in this particular video because I didn't actually need to, but that's how I kind of cut out everything for this video. So let's get stuck into it. Okay, so I've picked this photo that I've edited. I'm not going to, again, go into exactly how I edited it. You can check out that video, how to edit a Superman photo with these 3 apps. But I chose this photo just because it's goofy. I held the child, which I have, of course, and, you know, it's kind of like a throwback to the Snarky J cosplay edit of the Heroes of Cosplay Sanctuary poster. So just figured I'd give this a go. So there's no real Superman significance to this photo, just a bit of fun. So the first thing we're going to do in the bottom bar is we're going to click on Retouch, then Detail. And what I like to do is set the detail and the hardness to 100%. You can put it wherever you want. And then what I do is I start to go over some of the finer points of the picture that I really want to stand out and pop. For example, the details in the emblem, which I think are so important. You want to get that Kryptonian script in there. You want to, you know, paint over the, and again, I'm just doing this kind of really quickly. You can spend as much time here or as little time as you want. I like to go over the veins in the muscle suit and the striations in the muscle suit so that it brings that out a little bit more, and it brings out, of course, the pattern of the suit itself. So you just want to experiment with this, and you can do it all glippity-glop like I'm doing here, or you can do sort of, you know, which I'll show you in a second, so you can go all, you know, ham out, or you can just kind of go one line at a time to see what works best for you. But it's great to bring out the details of a suit like this or any kind of cosplay suit that you have so that you can really show off the finer things. I like to go over everything at least once, and usually that's about all it takes, but it will depend on what settings you put everything on. I definitely want to make sure that I get the trim of the suit, the belt buckle, so that everything pops a little bit. And then I look at some more things like, you know, even the finer details that you might skip out on, like the trim of the boots. You know, it's these little things that can really add to the ambiance of a photo and really, you know, really make it pop. Maybe sometimes you want to go over the leg muscles or whatever you want to pop, go over. In this case, we're going to go over the child's eyes because they're so adorable, and how can you not? And there we go. And that's the basic detailing of it. So now what you're going to make sure is you apply those, and then you click on this icon, which will save the video to your phone. And now here we are. I've opened the photo up again in Snapseed because I want to get rid of this. This was a stock image that I used. It had a samurai sword in it for some reason, so I'm just going to use the heal tool and heal those out. So again, the heal tool is this icon here, just in case you have forgotten. Now, I know this video isn't really all about editing a photo, but I'm going to go into the looks portion of Snapseed and just pick out some kind of predetermined filter that I like, and maybe I'll use the portrait. I'll export that to my phone. All right, and here we are back in PicsArt. Now, just an aside, I will recommend that you do save your drafts as you go, just in case. It will prompt you when you're closing down a photo or you're trying to open a new photo, so make sure you do that. So now we've imported the new picture from Snapseed that we've just healed and changed the filter, and now we're going to put it back in and do the final touches. There's 1,001 ways you can do final touches. I like to go into the FX, and then I like to play with the magic filters. They're a lot of fun. And then what you can do is you can sort of click on the filter that you want, click on them again, and it'll bring up a bunch of options. The fade, you can choose from, you know, color burn, darken, lighten, screen, overlay, a bunch of different types of filters over the top of a filter. Not that one. And then you can just basically find the one that you like, and you can have a bit of a play with the levels of it, how you'd like to make it look. In this case, we're going to choose this filter, and then I might go back into the details area and just give it a big once over and see what that looks like. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. In this case, we're going to say, yeah, let's see. So there's the differences. Yeah, I don't mind that. Gives it a bit of an animated kind of comic-y feel, so I might stick with that. From here, I might jump back into the FX area. I know I jump back and forth a lot, but I like to play with different things and see how they work. So I'll just go in and check out a bunch of different filters, mess with the settings a little bit, because I kind of want something a little bit more animated for this. So I'll just, it's up to you. Whatever you want to use, you can go in and experiment. I could talk about every single one. I won't. It's more fun for you to experiment and see what works for you. So I've now headed back into the filters in the effects area, and I've gone into the artistic version, the artistic subcategory, and there's so many different, again, I'm not going to go through every single one, but there's so many different things you can go in, you can play with. I'm having a bit of a play with this. My favorite filter areas are artistic, magic, and I think just basically FX kind of thing. And these really work well for me. So I'm just having a bit of a play now. And that's kind of the main thing. I know I sound like a broken record, but with any of these things, you just want to have a play and see what works for you. For me, like I said, I'm going for a little bit more of an animated type feel. So I'm going right into the cartoonizers, the comic areas, and really making that work. So there you have it. Is it perfect? No. Is it fun? Sure. And again, with any of these apps, you can just go in, have a play, have an experiment, and maybe you will create something magical that you'll absolutely love. So I hope this tutorial has helped. Please make sure that you leave a comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you haven't already, check out the Kryptonian Chronicles, the new podcast featuring myself and Superman 14JF, and keep an eye out for the future Superman reviews, challenges, and tutorials. Thanks so much for watching, and we will catch you next time.